everybody.
Repping the state to it is what it is.
What it is, TV, man.
It's your boy Son, man. I'm not really Barack, I'm too black for that. Nah, what's up though? We out here. It is what it is, TV.
Pull up in it, what's new? Top off like fuck Bruce. He the zone, trust who? If money can talk and say fuck you. Fuck you's a broke nigga. Bitches don't fuck with you. Nah. These hoes love a nigga. I'm the fucking truth. But they ain't got no class like.
I just came off the tour with the infamous Mobb Deep. Shout out to my dogs, Prodigy and Habit. Yeah. And DJ on point. So to be on something like that, I instantly got records with the whole Dog Pound Corrupt. I got heavily embedded with the whole West Coast, from Jail Felony to Rash Cash. I just came off tour of Rash Cash before the Mobb Deep tour and all that too. So shout out to Rash Cash. And almost every JT, the Bigger Figure, everybody you can think of, E40, everybody you can think of, especially all the big dogs, Too Short. So with stuff like that, it's easy. And when people see you standing next to people like that consistently, they form some kind of respect for you, because they have to know if them guys respect you, it gotta be something there. So when I talk about Prodigy, that's my dog, you know. And not to say that Fifth ain't a cool dude. I don't want to make it seem like me and him buddies that I'm that in depth with him. But I learned a lot of stuff just studying, being around. First of all, his demeanor. Just being around him, you know, you catch yourself in awe of a guy like that. First of all, he came from nothing and he worked so much, not just financially, but just to the coach and everything, and financially. So you learn about demeanor. You also learn, like, go get it. Fifth would be the last one to go to sleep and the first one up and have the heaviest workload, you know? It's so much stuff that it's confirmation for me. I feel like a lot of stuff when I see in life, when I'm around these super successful people, it's confirmation from things I already thought. So the things that I already felt that's really natural for me, I see them doing it, or I talk to them and they just confirm it, like, yo, no, you on the right path. Like, man, you keep doing this, you gonna be that. And that's a whole lot of, that gives me a whole lot of confidence in what I'm doing, the steps I'm making.
I mean, it's the emergency.
You know, I went from nothing, literally nothing. So what people was offering me at that time, I was getting on my own. This is for a mixtape offer they offered me for this project I'm actually doing. When I first decided I wanted to do it, they tried to offer me a Camaro for a signing bonus. It was a nice signing bonus for a typical rapper. It was that coupled with a couple of other things. But the crazy part was, like 2 days before that, I had been on the road and I didn't even have my license at the time, and I had just bought another Challenger. And I hadn't even seen it. And I'm like, the last house I had bought was a 3-story crib and I hadn't even seen it. I'm like, I'm doing this type stuff. I'm buying shit sight unseen. Like, I had my brother go pick it up, like, yo, when I get there, and it's off the showroom floor, and I don't own no note on that, you know what I mean? And it's not stunting, I have to say, because when I say that, I have to say where I came from. It ain't like, yeah, big money, I've been doing this. No, have not been doing this. Some people wanted me to disassociate my ties with certain artists that I'm dealing with. And that ain't how my loyalties work. And it was just certain different things. And this is not to take away from none of the companies or any of the managements that wanted to deal with me. But it was just a lot of things that I wasn't gonna give up in order to make that check. Especially when they offered me a check that, you know, it's like, that's not impressive.
What kind of car is this?
I definitely, where I'm at right now, I'm definitely looking for a label, but I'm looking for a label to give me what I want, you know. And it ain't really the finances that I'm worried about. It's more so the control and the exposure. What I did learn by being a true Indian and studying people, like, you know, I got a chance to really come up under 50 in the Prime and Mobb Deep and all these people. So you really learn a lot of stuff, aspects and control and stuff that artists that never know. Like artists that I know that's popping right now, and they still don't know this. So with that being said, I can't play ignorant to when they offer me certain things, like, yo, you're not giving me that. So it's more so for the control, and I'm gonna get that check regardless. So I'm not, the check ain't what I'm really concerned with, to be honest, at this point.
911, 911, emergency.
You got a lot of these labels that's popping, and you got artists who taking advantage of that. They not just trying to be in the studio, they taking advantage and they working on their appearance, they working, you know. The dude Genesis, I noticed when I ran into him in Vegas. I don't know if you remember, but I seen him on an interview recently. He got that song called Touchdown featuring French Montana and Busta Rhymes and all of them.
Yeah,
And I seen him on his Instagram recently. He came across my timeline, and he had lost a lot of weight. He trained, he in the gym and all that. People, stuff like that, you can tell when people want it because they're conscious of their image and they conscious of that their career is just bigger than music, and it's bigger than what they thought. You can see the changes in it. So, and there's a lot of artists that get on them labels and they think, oh, I made it. And that's like I say, that's like getting on the NFL team and thinking I don't gotta practice. Oh, I made it. Like, okay, you be sheltered, you be dropped. So, I'm a person who I'm never satisfied. I'm never living in the moment. I'm always living in the next moment, the moment ahead of what I am. So it keeps me hungry, keep me working. And that's one thing, to backtrack, I can say I learned from just observing 50. Okay. I appreciate y'all having me. It is what it is, TV. We rocking out, man. Yeah. Turn up.
The scene, ooh, kill him. Homicide, fresh to death, but ain't nobody died. I pull up in that Porsche. That bitch gon' let me